guess the last time I saw you and everybody else, it was last year. I mean, hey, come on, guys. You seem to have added weight, by the way.
Really? Look who's talking.
No, I lost a couple.
Yeah, whatever.
I did, intentionally.
Yeah, let
but
him
it's the
think
good
that.
kind. It's the good kind with everything that happened the past couple of weeks. I mean, hey, who could say no? Forget the diet, man. It was the end of 2021, and this is 2022. Congratulations, because you made it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
They say January has 52 days, but hey, there's more to life than increasing your speed. Why not just sit back and relax? Enjoy January's extension with us. At least boredom is off the list because we're right here.
Yeah, indeed, true. But that extension, though, not looking forward to it. Definitely here to help you guys enjoy the 52 days of January is us for Wake Up Nigeria. We are raring to go for the next 1 year. You are welcome. We are going to be making sure that we are your every bit of your lives. You can't do without us. Stay plugged in. We are here just for you.
Of staying plugged in, it feels like we're like a vacuum. You know, we suck out all the boredom from your life.
I guess you could say that's what we are.
Yeah, that's what we do. All the wrong vibes, we exchange them with the interesting ones, and we prepared quite a bit just for you. We're all that you need.
By the way, the one person who's going to be giving us some reveal into her personal life, even unsolicited, Mary is back here. Yay!
Happy New Year, Mary! Happy New Year! I made it into 2022. Yes, sir. I'm alive. Oh. Hey. Yes, sir.
You can't understand.
Good to see you, Mary.
Sorry. Chef Eniola is here. It's not only me. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
My head. It was no boss. It was no boss.
It's too early for Mary's head to be swelling. It's too early.
It's too much. It's too much. It's okay.
You can't do this. It's too early in the year.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Mary,
happy
you're welcome.
New Year. I'm really happy, really.
Thank you
I'm very,
much.
very happy. Happy
Now,
New Year.
Today is the very beginning of it's the first of quite a lot of different packages that we've prepared for you. And hopefully over the next few months, we'll be playing out all your expectations. My name is Titilaya Oyinso.
And of course, my name is Mazino Appeal. I want to tell you to remember that you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all our social media platforms to be a big part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian television.
You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the globe, no matter where you are. Just go over to the Google Play Store or iOS Apple Store, download our mobile app and have it handy. So you can also join the e-community that are watching us right now.
Oh, and by the way, it's 2022. Are you following us yet? It's easy. All you need to do is search us out at TVC Connect on all platforms, and you will find us there, okay? Follow.
Yes, sir. Follow. Now, we know that it's Monday. That's why we have to give you a little bit of seriousness.
Even if it's a holiday.
Yeah, well, it's still a Monday. It's still a Monday. There's all that motivation still coming your way. And, hey, the year has just begun, so suck it up.
And for motivation today, we will be joined by Mabel Adirunke, a sought-after public speaker and commentator, media entrepreneur, and also consultant who believes that every human carries a unique gift and has a potential to make the world a better place. She has developed enough expertise through experience as a communication strategist, digital media expert, broadcast journalist, and also speech coach. She will be talking about hard work in the new year. Coming up inside our SME segments this week, we have Vera Reginald. Queen of Ville de Vie, you want to call her. She started in 2020 with the retail of perfumes before she diversified to making and selling scented organic black soap and also processing of shea butter, locally, by the way, known as Ori. You know what that is, yeah. So she will be joining us and we'll be talking more about her endeavors inside of her little field.
It's not a little field anymore, the field of cosmetics. It's
not,
huge.
yeah.
Now it's a huge market. Shea butter, black soap. Back in the day, it was only a certain sector of society that were using those things because it was more affordable. Now it's premium.
Yes,
Shea butter, Oreo, me I know you as Ori.
Yeah.
However, it is pure gold. We underestimate Ori, and that's the truth.
It's a lie. It's not gold.
It actually could be more expensive in some countries.
Yeah.
In terms of weight.
This is what I tried to say.
No, really, in terms of weight. If you're in some countries, you can't get it so easily. So they have to pay.
Awesome. New Year before you guys.
Exactly. You're all welcome to the new year. We're going to be older this year. Of course, we can't run.
It's
very depressing.
Is that what is on your mind?
Yeah.
We skipped
Really?
2020.
I just don't like getting older.
Yes, we skipped I skipped 2020 and 2021.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, much of you know here. Yes, indeed. You did skip. But it's no longer new year, new me. People are running away from that and saying that they want to be the older person still, but just with a bit of additional endeavors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what plans you have.
COVID-19 has made many people motivational.
A bit very introspective, actually.
Yeah.
People,
Makes you
you want
think
to
about
think
it.
deeper. You know,
So
instead of looking for something
some
else.
of my friends who were thinking about the fact that they had done the goody two shoes thing
They're not
for
doing that
the
anymore?
past 3-4 years, they're like, dude, people that were doing goody two shoes all this time and nothing is happening. Like they've not moved on from whatever project they were doing. Some of them have not gotten married yet, so they're like, all the goody I've been doing, where has it taken me?
They say it's not goody two shoes
Hang
that
on.
actually
What?
Hang on.
holds people.
Are you wearing your contacts?
Yes, I am wearing my contacts.
Okay.
I am. Why?
So that's what you stopped.
You didn't know I was wearing my
Wait.
contacts?
I just saw you.
I wear contact lenses every morning.
I don't
Anyway,
get it.
see, if New Year, New Me, if it works for you, if it works for you,
Aw,
good.
thank you.
Because I found out that a number of people, because it hasn't worked for you or it never works for you, so what happens is that everybody goes, oh, New Year resolution is rubbish. No, to a lot of people,
Yeah.
it works out well for them.
Strategizing.
This year, me, I just want money. I've been saying
Yeah.
it. I just want
Yeah.
to have money.
So
You want to visit her page and you
Have
see everything
money.
that she's trying to
Yes,
use to make more money.
Thank you for making it for the barbecue, Mike. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys,
I was
not so
about to
much.
cringe.
Not so much, but it's
Okay.
fine.
Well, it's time for us to take the weather. Of course, we'll bring you the news update after.
Thank you. Mary does radio too.
Welcome, it's the first news for 2022 here for Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino Peel. We start with the body of the Oba Saliu Adetunji, the Olubadan of Ibadan, has been buried at his palace. He passed on at the age of 93, and his burial ceremony was witnessed by political traditional leaders and also others who turned up in large numbers to pay their last respect. Olaide Oyewole reports.
The beating drum stops in Ibadan. The man who held the traditional institution has joined his ancestors. The palace of the late monarch is thronged by visitors in the early hours as they all express doubt about the passing of their king. After a while, the media aide to the king confirmed the death of the traditional ruler.
There is thing for you to go to hospital, you go to hospital. But the fact of the matter is that he fell ill, he was in the hospital, and he died in the early hours of this morning at the University College Hospital.
The body was later moved to the popular Mapo Hall in the ancient city for the lying in state. Here at the popular Mapo Hall in Ibadan is the lying in state of the late king. The people of Ibadan, the children of the late monarch, and politicians have described the late monarch as one who lived an exemplary life and will be missed for his good deeds.
Yeah, we give glory to Almighty God because unto God we came and unto Almighty God we all return. Baba Olubadan, as he came, he saw, and he conquered.
Bàbá ṣe fún nílé ó ṣe fàlejò. Bàbá dẹ̀ bá àti ọlọ́jà ni o, àtòníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àtòníṣẹ́ oṣù ni bàbá bá ṣe. So bàbá dẹ̀ jọmọlúàbí sẹ́nikẹ́ni. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ adúpẹ́ tí bàbá wa kò ya wèrè kó tó kú. Bàbá wa dẹ̀ rí ó jẹ́ bàbá tó jẹ́ pé ó sóṣíà lórí pé Ọlọ́run tún gbé lórí ọba.
The king's body was later taken to his palace, where he was finally buried. Present at the palace were the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Rauf Olaniyan, the former Governor of Oyo State, Rashid Ladoja, and other well-meaning individuals. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
And that's all we have inside the news for this morning, but we do have sports, and Mike was very excited about this one. Mike, how's it looking for 2022, man?
Well, it's CAF coming right up, so the Confederation of African Football will come together for its showpiece tournament. I'm sure you get to watch one or two matches, but then we know that time is not slowing down now.
Welcome back. Let's take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the dailies. Now, this is the first Monday of the year, and it's January 3rd, 2022. We're starting with the Punch newspaper. It says here, budget. National Assembly faults Buhari, insists on 6,576 extra projects. The National Assembly has power to drop, amend budget proposals House spokesman says. Lawmakers have no right to produce projects. It's an anomaly, says Ishe Sage. And Sage did not speak from position of law, but lack of understanding, say the Senate. Right beside the masthead there, it says police, 178,459 firearms unaccounted for. 3.22 billion are paid to ghost contractors. Federal government owe 5 IOCs $1.15 billion cash, call arrears, clears 83.53 billion debt. Let's see what we have at the top here. External reserves gained $5.12 billion in 2021 on Eurobond debt, IMF fund, and others. Nigeria's inflation rate may be among the world's highest in 2022, according to the World Bank. Now, let's take a look at the photo story there. Now, it says this is fun seekers at the Oniru Beach in Victoria Island in Lagos on Sunday. And it does seem like COVID protocols are out the window on this one. Let's just hope everybody got out safely, shall we? All right, at the bottom here, it says food crisis to worsen as bandits kidnap 352 farmers in 12 months. And that's what we have on the cover of the Punch. Now, let's see if we can take another cover. It says here on the Nigerian Tribune, presidency, why Buhari signed 2022 budget, despite insertion of 6,576 new schemes. Ibadan stands still as 41st Olubadan is buried. It says here, Buhari, Makinde, Atiku, Tinubu, governors, Obas, emirs, others mourn, and markets to be shut today. Bandits kill 7, kidnap 18 in Kaduna. And why Dowen College housemasters, others were released, according to the Lagos CP. They await the results of the toxicology test. And that's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune. Now, is one of your New Year's resolutions to keep fit? Maybe this might be your starting point. Let's take fitness. I feel like saying once again, Happy New Year, everybody!
I think for every segment today you could say that.
Happy New Year! I did that yesterday on radio.
Oh.
Like every speed.
Yeah.
I
Every
made
speech
sure.
band.
Yeah, I made sure I said Happy New Year. Like every speech band, I was like, Happy New Year! Yes, if you've not been told, you hear it.
She's running away with it again.
No, but the truth is, it is something joyous to talk about.
Yes, it is. Anyways,
You see
Mary's
the two
back.
of you.
I'm
You see
very
the two of you.
Mary.
We'll end this segment.
By the way, Mary.
Big shout out to my director, Shagun, the one I always talk about. You remember what happened when we rounded up the year? Shagun was, of course. But Shagun has just given us
An instruction.
that
To congratulate you,
has
Mary.
given her speech.
Oh,
On what?
Your Lollipop Award.
What was that award? So I can't give her
Mary,
speech now.
congratulations. You got the 2021 award for Weirdo of the Year.
So that is why some people were tagging me. You know, some people post, if you check my Facebook and Instagram, I kept seeing, Mary, congratulations on your award. Where do you? I was like, what are you talking about? And then my mind went to you.
Yeah.
And I did not. I
Violence will get you nowhere in
It's a new year, it's a new
2022.
year.
Violence.
yeah. But
Talking about violence.
Speech.
there are
They say she give us speech. It's director. We will not move.
Hey,
Director
we'll
says
stay
she give
here.
speech.
Mazino, you are behind this, Abby.
Nope. Unanimous
Okay.
decision.
I don't know how I am weird though, but I accept with my full chest.
that's why she's married.
I love when people accept something in future.
Yeah, you like full chest before now.
There's just something about Mary. You never know what she's going to say.
This is a different kind of show this morning. I don't know.
And I like it.
I think we're all just ginger that we all
I
married.
guess.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
starting fresh.
Mary is here, of course. So,
Yeah.
I saw this some while back. I saw a very short video. Like this year, I'll be telling a lot of stories. It was Braxton Family Values.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the Braxton said, I love my family, but sometimes, or rather most times, I don't like my family.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was...
It trended.
Yeah,
actually.
it trended, yeah. When she mentioned that I love my family, yeah, but
sometimes
most times I don't like
Yeah.
my family, and it does happen.
That's true.
When coming to family, it does happen that it's not every time you feel the family, the bond, and all that. We're a family with Ghana.
Something has been happening here.
Mary.
Okay, sorry,
There's something
focus.
about Mary.
Yes, focus.
Always something about Mary.
Well, we're a family with Ghana. But then we also love that back and forth once in a while.
Ghana jollof thing.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Back and
But
forth.
we all know that we're fam. Look, there is no close. I mean, Ghana is like, in fact, Ghana and Nigeria feel like they came together just.
There's no
just,
country
yeah.
between us, even if there is.
Even if there is, exactly. So it was Shatta Wale and Burna Boy all over the weekend. It was basketballs to the highest
dirty.
level.
Yeah.
It was very dirty. You know, considering that both of them have some history together, parties at some point, got into a number of shenanigans together. And this is Burna Boy. You know, whenever you want to talk about Burna Boy's history, his history is not always one that is very, very proud to talk about. I mean, this was someone who was involved in all things, was banned from the UK for about 10 years and all of that. But then I think that if someone says, if someone brings skeletons with you, you don't tackle that person, man.
So in this instance, I think the first shots actually came from Burna Boy, if you ask me. And of course, you can only expect that you're going to get shots fired right back at you. But the two of them are all on Instagram, going back and forth, revealing little bits of information here and there. I just think it's absolutely childish. I don't know this manner of pride that comes over people who have attained a certain level of notoriety or fame.
On the contrary, I actually think it's kind of part of the industry they're in. Even from when the days of Biggie and Tupac, there's always been that rivalry. It also helps their fans, you know, stay interested in them.
Doesn't it turn their fans against each other, though?
But that's the thing. Then music comes out. Then what they call them, clapbacks come out. You know, new songs. The energy is just like a
You're saying
boxing
it helps the
bout.
creativity?
It kind of does push them to a particular place where their street cred.
While I'm nobody's fan, I will say that pick your fighting partners. I mean, there is no comparison between Burna Boy and Shatta Wale. Absolutely none. I can't understand half of the things that Shatta Wale says.
What you mean by there's no comparison?
I mean,
some people would.
No,
you can't put both of them in. See, you're putting fans against each other now.
Everybody is great in their own industry.
Exactly.
For goodness sake, you're talking about the Celine Dion of Africa.
Exactly.
That was how he described himself. When Beyonce featured him on her song.
Oh my goodness.
We are talking about the Celine Dion of Africa. How can you be that?
That's
Shatta Wale or Shatta Burna?
Mike, take notes. Word of the year.
No, but really.
I'm going to get it.
But really. When it comes to the industry. In the industry, when you have things like this, it builds up, and it also, they will eventually come back together, and everybody like, oh, they're back again.
Do we want to start
It's part of it.
Burna Boy is in trouble with everybody.
Why?
Ricardo Bang sang Ozumba, by the way, because of him.
Oh, wow.
Did you listen to the first one? He said, I'm on Ozumba, by the way, come and meet me. Let's fight this thing out. Because of that tweet. You remember the tweet?
Yeah, I do.
Burna Boy. Same him with Mr. 2K. They finally mended fences.
Mary, you continue. Just before you go, Ricardo Banks is the one that causes wahala. They say battle versus. He was not showing you.
Burna Boy replied like that.
It was this small they shake. He saw Burna Boy. He went to stand up. Burna Boy told him, Baba.
No, not you.
No. Burna Boy was me.
Ricardo.
Burna Boy was like, we are talking of people.
I'm not entering this movement.
Let's bring it right back. Bring it right back. Bring it back.
What are we talking about?
Burna Boy versus Shatta Wale.
This happened on social media. It happened in the public space. But it's been happening like that for different artists over the years. I don't see anything special in them fighting online. If they like, let them fight. We'll watch. We'll eat entertainment.
I agree with Titi that it's part of the industry. I think this is what also makes it interesting. Burna Boy will probably go into the studio with some Venom.
Yes, sir.
Shatta Wale will go into the studio with some Venom.
Yes,
Oh,
no.
God,
probably
please.
the next song that comes, and that was, and we know, well, it's more preeminent in the rap culture.
That's why some people collect Grammy.
Yes,
since then.
That's it now.
But Shatta Wale and Burna Boy, please.
They're not even on the same. They don't even have the same genre. I'm sorry, but if you agree with me,
somebody's voice. Will you keep quiet?
if you agree with me, just send a message. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Let's see what you think about the whole Shatta Boy. Jesus.
Shatta Wale.
It's okay.
Please, Shatta Wale,
It's the first Monday of the year. You'll get there.
Let's take this break. Please don't. Me, I'm not there. Or they come and break somebody's head. You don't know Shatta Wale. You've never heard the name before.
I'm so sorry.
Shatta Boy, Shatta Bang,
Now let's head over to the kitchen. They have bread there. Now this bread is not stretchable. This is packaged bread. They are cutting. It's not aggregate bread. But something I know, Mazino and Eniola, that combination should not be allowed again. But I don't know how it happened today. Mazino, what do you have to say for yourself? This combination is a combination that...
I have no understanding of whatever it is you're talking about. For one thing I can tell you is when we are in the kitchen together, it's magic. Of course, Chef Eniola in the studio again. You are welcome. Always fantastic to have you here. Hey,
Thank
we've
you
missed you
so
for a
much.
bit. It's good that you're here. So we have a very simple meal.
you're
Simple meal for you
sophisticated.
guys today. But if you look at our presentation here, there's nothing simple about it because it's all over the place. Chef Eniola, please explain this less than simple arrangement for our simple meal.
All right, so for today, we're making cheesy mackerel fish bread toast
Okay.
and hot chocolate with coconut shavings.
Okay, I can see our coconut shavings already. Where's the mackerel though? Oh, there it is.
Yes, yes.
Okay, got some eggs, some milk, some carrots. There is so much here.
Yeah,
What's it
cheese.
going to look like? Of course, our bread, which Mike is very, very concerned about. Is this a gege bread or bromate? I'm not sure exactly which one.
Bromate-free bread.
Bromate free,
Yeah.
okay. Of course, I have tasted it and it tastes fantastic. If it tastes like so on its own, then you can only imagine what it's going to taste like when we put everything together. What are we looking at? Is it going to be a sandwich-like type presentation?
Yes, it's going to look like a sandwich.
Okay.
It is not really.
Okay. Wow. So this will be breakfast, of course.
Yes, of course, Def.
And it'll take us, apart from the arrangement, it'll take us how long to put everything together?
5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes,
Yeah.
okay. Are we going to be frying anything? Because I can't see any oil anywhere.
That's why we have butter here.
Butter.
Yeah, it gives
Butter,
it
of
more
course.
flavor. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, we can't wait to get started, especially when we have cheese here on Wake Up Nigeria. We're all about the cheese. So we can't wait to get started on that one. Make sure mine has extra cheese because I love extra cheese.
Don't worry. it's
All right, so
yours.
how do we get started?
Okay,
Tell us.
We're going to preheat the pan.
Okay.
Yes, once
Have
we
we
do.
started doing that? Let me put that on for you already.
Thank you.
Preheating the pan. I see we're boiling some water, however.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's for the hot chocolate.
Okay. Oh, hang on. So, wait. There is chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich. Because I have my own water and everything ready to make some tea here or some.
Just put that in it. You don't need sugar.
Oh, so this is for actually.
Yeah, to sweeten. Yeah, it's for
okay.
And then
Now I
coconut
get it.
shavings is actually going in there as well.
In here.
Yeah, and then we have evaporated milk.
Wait, sorry. Repeat. Coconut shavings
It's
in
going
my
in there. Yes.
cup.
Yes.
I can't wait to see exactly how this is going to
You will
pan
love
out.
it.
And I'm sure
Trust
that you
me,
guys
you will love it.
You're also very curious. Okay, so this is called what exactly?
But
The name.
cheesy mackerel fish bread toast.
And you came up with it.
Yes, I did.
And this is not an experiment. You have done this before.
No, it tastes really good.
Fantastic.
Savory and sweet. Like they both complement each other.
Okay.
We can't have sweet for breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah, so one is savory, one is sweet, and then, you know.
I never used to think about that. Anything goes for me
And
when
they're
it comes
healthy.
to breakfast. But
I
that's
have
grand.
fresh veggies here. I mean,
can see that. I can
really
see
healthy
that.
meal.
All right, get started already.
Fine, yeah.
What if you need my help? Of course, you know I like to dive in anytime.
Of
So
course I
let
do.
me
So
know.
what we need to do is,
Okay.
we have to.
Cut out the edges. No. We're cutting the middle out.
Yep.
Ah, I think I've seen this before. I think I've actually done this before.
Oh, I hope this is nice though.
Yeah. Okay. So we're cutting out the middle. Let
Yeah.
Me,
Of course you can help me. Thank you.
let me help you cut out the middle from this one.
I just
The
hope you
bread
don't
tastes
finish.
fantastic. It's actually quite good.
Really, yes, it is very
So this
soft.
is the way I'm going to cut out my own middle. You're going to throw that away?
No.
You're going to use
No.
that?
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna put this
All right.
butter here.
Okay, butter in the pan.
Yes.
All right, so
For it to melt, and when it does,
while Chef Eniola is doing that, putting the butter in the pan, and I'm taking out the middle of my bread, very, very unlike hers. We'll do a short break. We'll be back. By the time we get back, even if we've progressed, we'll let you know exactly how we got where we are. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So there's always something about when Chef Eniola is here. The first time she came, I actually pretended like as if I liked to work inside the kitchen, and you know, now
Didn't
she
like it.
believes that once I'm with her, I'm destined to work, but it's not a problem. So she's making me do some of the work here. I don't mind as long as I get to have some of that cheese.
Definitely.
So while I'm cutting out the middle from inside our bread slices, what are you doing?
So I'm mixing all the veggies with the mackerel fish together.
Okay.
So when it's incorporated well, I'm going to add the eggs, and then
So-
we do that.
What if I don't like fish? What if
Yeah, you
fish?
can have chicken. You can make it plain without fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just an addition. Sometimes I like being extra, so that's the whole
She
thing
likes being
behind it.
extra. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
fantastic. So I'm not a big fish fan, but
Oh,
I
wow.
will. No. But I've said this in the past here on the show. Each time you guys come on, you do something really spectacular with the fish. It makes me think that I'm doing
Missing
the wrong
out,
thing.
yes.
Well, I'm missing out, and I might be preparing my
I
fish
think-
the wrong
I mean,
way as well.
Maybe. It
So-
depends on, I always say something. Whatever you're making comes with timing.
Okay.
For you to get perfect consistency.
Okay.
Yes, so that's what it is.
So we're going to be putting all of that in the middle of this bread here,
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
And then frying that in the butter.
Yeah, so when we put this there, and then we mix the eggs,
Okay.
layer it. After like 2 minutes,
Okay.
we put the cheese and melts, flip it over, and then that's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to break this.
So, if you're just joining us, this is a very healthy meal we're making,
Very.
courtesy myself and Chef Eniola. She claims it's healthy.
It is healthy.
I don't want mine to be healthy. I'm naturally averse to anything that's healthy. But my doctor has warned me against that.
Should listen.
But I'm looking forward to what this is going to turn out. What do I do with... Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
All
as
right.
much as we
So
can.
am I doing it correctly?
Perfect, yes.
All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
No wahala. I'm looking forward to my reward at the end of today.
Oh, you will love it. I mean, the cheese gives it a creamy feel. You know, it is so nice. So I'll try not to blow my trumpet. let the taste do the talking for me.
Okay, well, we
Yeah.
can't wait. We
Yeah.
can't wait to taste that.
So, and then one thing I always do is whenever I buy eggs, I don't just break them, I wash them.
Okay, why is
Yeah.
that important?
I mean, dirt, it's not hygienic.
Chicken
so-
poo.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, there is that.
Mm-hmm.
Those things don't come out by themselves. They're actually forced out along with other things.
Yeah, so I don't...
tell you what, while we're busy here, and I am definitely busy, let's find out what's happening in the world of sports. Of course, it's Mike, and Mary is on this one with him. And yeah, let's take it away there. We'll be back. We'll let you know how we're going.
I hate both of you.
It's not that deep now.
It's deeper. All right. Okay. So, of course, Mary's here with me. It's great to have you. Mary, of course, when I'm not around, Mary's going to be doing this. She's a wonderful, wonderful person.
Why are you
Mary,
emphasizing on
let's
that?
focus on Arsenal. I know Mary's an Arsenal fan.
Why will you start with that?
Yes, because that was the first match. Arsenal welcomed us into the
Of
new
the
year.
year.
Of course, you can call in and be a part of this. The numbers to call in 081-2705-3687-0913-907-694. There's a whole lot to talk about what happened over the weekend. But we'll kick off with Arsenal Man City, a very, very, very controversial match. One of Arsenal's best performances. First half, Arsenal was super. With that kind of form, they can challenge for the title.
Yeah.
Wonderful first half. But then everything went all right. Odegaard should have been given a penalty, as claimed by a lot of other people. But then Manchester United received, Manchester City got a penalty, a red card for Arsenal, and everything just went. The match ended 2-1.
You know something really interesting about this match? The fact that we got a red card and it still ended just 2-1. We're talking about Man City here. Man City is topping the league right now. Like,
Yes,
Man City is the team. And we were able to, like, go head-to-head with them 1-1. If not for that last-minute goal.
I like the way you say we. How much of Arsenal salary are you paying the players? We.
Don't allow this. Oh, but on a more serious note, I actually was very unhappy during that match. I've had enough of how Arsenal gets treated in the EPL.
But now,
there's always that problem with referees.
Yeah. But now let's see how Arteta's rebuilding process, is it going in the right direction? Arteta out has stopped trending, and what do you think? Is he becoming the man everybody wants him to?
In other teams and get away with it. Take a look at what Manny did last night. The Chelsea versus Liverpool game. Those are the kind of things that Xhaka would do and get into trouble for.
Definitely.
And so you ask yourself, what's the fairness in it?
So it happens that, yes, you tend to look at the reputation of a player. It's almost like if Neymar should fall in the box. No matter what happens, you'd have second thoughts.
You'd be like,
but say, yeah, you have second thoughts. But say someone like maybe an Edison, maybe not an Edison Cavani, a Lionel Messi. If Lionel Messi should fall in the box, you think about it like, okay.
You think that will make you less Lionel?
Remember, call in and let us know your thoughts on any of what we have to talk about today. We're moving on to Chelsea and Liverpool, of course. Romelu Lukaku is the main bone or subject of conversation here. 081-2705-3687-0913-907-6948. Romelu Lukaku gave an interview. There are some words I have used to describe that interview that I cannot use on air. But Romelu Lukaku gave this interview at the beginning of December to Sky Italia. And the interview aired 3 weeks later, 3 weeks up to a month later. And it was highly disrespectful to his current employers. He spoke about how the tactical plans of the coach, he put the plans of the coach in question. That of course disrupts team harmony. And then he made mention of how he loves Inter. And then he made mention of how he would have loved to go to any of the 3 big clubs which he mentioned. He mentioned Bayern, he mentioned Madrid, he mentioned Barca, and said that if he was leaving, that's where he expected to go. I don't know if we can get a little, let's feel a little bit of this interview.
It was a disappointment. It was a huge disappointment, I must admit. Like, you know, when it's just like where you're working now, I keep telling people, it's okay to condemn your employers, but do it when you've left the job. You don't do that while you're under. You're making your daily bread from these people, and you're still playing there. So, yes, we know you're fantastic. You're doing well on the team to an extent. However, you are not the only member of the team. Why run it down? We're talking about your coach there. We're talking about your boss.
I mean, that was entirely disrespectful.
Very, very disrespectful.
The best way I can put it is it was a display of it was unintelligence. It was a lack of intelligence.
It was a disappointment because
Massive
many of the fans were happy to have him, you know, play for them and.
Okay, so as it happens now, Thomas Tuchel dropped him from that game, but Chelsea put a wonderful performance against Liverpool there.
Yes.
Let's take a bit of those highlights, of course. Pulisic, of course, who missed, maybe some would say, a clear-cut chance, redeemed himself after that one. But it was a wonderful game. Mohamed Salah with a goal, Sadio Mane with a goal.
Yeah.
Some people say Sadio Mane should have had a red card and should not have stayed up until the point when he scored a goal.
I agree.
But Thomas is going to lose the services of Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah for AFCON. Do you think Liverpool can survive that period? 3 weeks? Without them, at the max 3 weeks a month, without Mohamed Salah and
when a star player leaves for a short period of time, what do you expect? Some players get to really show what they are worth,
what they can do.
Do you understand? So I believe this is an opportunity for those who are on the team to step up and really make something.
The challenge Liverpool find now is that Divock Origi, Takumi Minamino, and Firmino are kind of injured. So their second choice front three have a problem, you know.
Well, most teams have a problem.
This will bring us to the issue of AFCON. There has been so much. There's been a lot of ignorance that has been spewed, especially when people talk about that club disrespected Africa. No, that was not the case. I wish we had more time to talk about
like
this.
Like the Emmanuel Dennis case, and then in turn he's refusing to let Sarr go to Ghana.
I make mention that CAF is Africans are the biggest problems to them. Yeah, 6 days later today. Everton were up against Brighton. Rafa Benitez has been under fire. I mean,
I'm shocked to say he has a job. His case is like this guy, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. When you say it's time for him to be sacked, you believe he's going to be sacked, then they will score like 2 goals. Everything goes well. And then they slow down again. He still keeps his job. And then when fans are going crazy.
Missed penalties yesterday.
Too many.
They missed some chances. Rafa Benitez is one of the best coaches in the world.
He's one of the
most decorated coaches. I think that
somebody said maybe they're trying to get rid of him. Maybe the players don't want him. Because the way they play, like even the match alone, you could tell that there was no spirit in it. It was unfortunate from them. It wasn't really interesting to watch. Like you'd expect more from an Everton, especially with the kind of players they have.
Yeah,
it was really sad.
was coming back after an injury layoff. He had a foot and a toe injury. He was coming back after a layoff. He missed that penalty, of course, which would have made Everton cut the deficit a little bit earlier. But then, well, it's been an interesting holiday season in spite of COVID and a number of games, a slew of games that were postponed, but we still had football to keep us company during the holidays.
It was really nice, especially starting from January 1. Really nice way to keep entertained.
All right.
Yeah.
There's still a whole lot more coming. When we get back to the big game, we'll be talking about AFCON. Of course, that will be starting in a few days. What do you think about CAF and all that we do? Let's know on social media. Let's know your thoughts on all that we discussed. To use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC at TVC Connect across all social media platforms. That's it for the first lap of the show. Second lap coming right up after this time out.
Now, I wouldn't know if you know the gravity of just one smile. You know, what it could do for someone. Smiling is this intercultural thing. Wherever you go, once you see a smile on someone's face, no matter where it is in the world, you don't need an interpreter for smiles.
You don't at all.
Just feel that energy.
Yeah. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic, you know, real quick. Let's do that. Get the world all infected with our beautiful smiles. Right here from Wake Up Nigeria, we are patient zero.
So we would like you to wake up and smile at someone to your left, to your right. Maybe do a video call smile. You never know. You might just be making someone's day. There's quite a lot of great stuff coming your way right here on the second hour, beginning right now.
Yes,
on
indeed. For the benefit of those just joining in, with joy and gladness in our hearts, we say, well, hey, welcome to a brand new day, a brand new year, a brand new week, a brand new everything, a brand new me, a brand new you too, okay? So if you haven't kick-started your year already. This is where you get to do it. With all those New Year's resolution, I would figure that you have some at least strategy.
Yeah, at least write something down. Maybe paste it on your wall. Even if it's just a picture of that dream house you have, just take it out of a magazine or print it out.
That's not how resolutions work.
Yeah, I know. But you have to cut back on some things to aim for that one thing that you want.
Yes, indeed.
So maybe get rid of the snack budget and start saving for those bags of cement.
That is a start.
We're being serious this morning because, hey, we're kickstarting a brand new year, 2022. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
My name is Mazino Appeal. Remember, you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms for the best breakfast show here on Nigerian television.
Yeah, so you can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere in the world. Just have our mobile app handy. Google Play, iOS, no matter what you use, you can be right there with us throughout the show.
And of course, please follow us. We are on Facebook, TikTok, and of course, Instagram at TVC Connect. It is that easy. You can find us on those platforms, okay?
So now for what we have for the rest of the show. Of course, Mondays are all about the motivation. We're going to be joined by Mabel Aderonke. She's a highly sought-after public speaker, commentator, media entrepreneur, and consultant. Someone who believes that every human carries a unique gift. We're going to be having a conversation with her very, very soon. We're going to be talking about hard work in the new year. And on our SME segment this morning, we have Vera Reginald, queen of Ville de Vie. She started around 2020 in June with retail of perfumes, then diversified into making great smelling, scented organic black soap and shea butter. Now, it's locally known as Ori, but the truth is it's a premium product and she's been able to hone in on this enterprise. Want to find out how? Stay tuned. Don't you just feel like dancing?
Nope.
I do. I
promised myself this year not to dance on television.
You will dance.
Because I was terrible at it last year. And if you make a compilation of all the times that I danced on television, it is embarrassing. Because I'm going to be...
It wasn't that bad.
41 this year. 41 don't dance.
What? You will dance. You will dance for joy.
I will, however, be learning a new musical instrument. And I have already bought my instrument. It's the piano.
Oh.
And every day I take classes from YouTube. No, but it's very interesting because you actually begin to understand different languages from learning new things. Now I'm understanding music. My daughter, however, is better at it than I am. So I'm learning.
I think it might be easier to learn dance than piano at age 41. Just saying. We have the news coming up next. And Mizino will be giving you that.
Yeah, let's do a bit of fact-finding first. Welcome back. Let's do the news for the second hour here for, well, the first show for 2022. Now, tributes are pouring in for the late Olubadan of Ibadan, Oba Saliu Adetunji. Let's begin with President Muhammadu Buhari's condolence message, which described the Olubadan as a visionary and compassionate leader. According to the statement released by his special advisor on media and publicity, the president added that the late Kabiyesi used the spheres of his influence to advance the progress of his people, encouraging and motivating them to give their best in their vocation and to their nation. Meanwhile, the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has expressed sadness over the death of the Olubadan of Ibadan. In a condolence letter from his media office, he said the development is coming shortly after the death of another top-ranking traditional ruler in Yoruba land, and precisely in Oyo State. It's a big loss for the state and Yoruba race. He describes the late Oba Adetunji as humble, humane, mature, calm, and decent. Always a symbol of unruffled dignity, end of quote. He also commiserates with the government and people of Oyo State over the loss. Now, outside Nigeria, a man has been arrested after a large fire severely damaged the House of Parliament in the South African city of Cape Town. A police spokesperson said the man was facing charges of arson, housebreaking, and theft and would appear in court on Tuesday. Firefighters worked very hard for hours to put out the blaze. President Cyril Ramaphosa called it a terrible and devastating event. As he vowed the parliament's work would continue, officials said the fire started on the third floor offices and quickly spread to the National Assembly chambers. The parliament is not currently in session because of the holidays and no injuries were recorded. And that's it for the news. Let's now move on now to weather, and we'll be back with some sports after.
Welcome back. Yes, it's the beginning of the new year. We need a little bit of motivation to get out of that holiday spirit and into the groove of making it work this year, 2022. We're joined today by Mabel Adirunke. Now, she's a highly sought-after public speaker and commentator. It's great that we have her here. She's a media entrepreneur and consultant who believes that every human carries a unique gift and has potential to make the world a better place. Now, she has developed enough expertise through communication as a strategist, digital media expert, and broadcast journalist, as well as speech coach. With all that under her belt, we can understand the reason why we'll be talking about discussing hard work in the new year. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very pleased to meet you.
I'm also happy to be here.
So, hard work is something people don't really want to hear. They want to hear, work smart, not really work hard. You hear motivational speakers say, you have to, make sure you work smart, and working hard is not always necessary. What is your take on this? And 2022, how is it going to be for most people?
Okay, thank you very much. I've also heard a lot about working smart without having to imbibe hard work. Yeah. But for me, hard work is the bedrock for working smart, because before you work smart, you have to present something that you have done over time. Okay. Then working smart cannot come in as a result of hard work. Okay. That's how it is for me.
So hard work for different people means different things. Some people believe they're working hard by being in the office from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. And as soon as the clock strikes 5, they're out the door. Some people think working hard is, going the extra mile for their boss. So what does it really mean to work hard?
For me, hard work is made up of 5 elements for me. And that's how I have always trained myself going forward. For me, the 5 elements for me is the drive, the plan, the grind, the sacrifice, and the payoff. When I say the drive, that's the motivation for you to want to do something. Then the plan, so if the drive is the heart, then the plan is the skeleton. That's what makes the course of action prominent. Then the grind. That is the point where you want to give up. You don't want to go further anymore, and you are just discouraged. Then the sacrifice is the crux of it. That's when you let go of so many things, the comfort zone and all of those things. Then the payoff comes in. That's the brass ring for me.
I want to take you back to that word sacrifice, because when you have people doing a 9 to 5, they feel like they're already doing so much for this company, this organization. They're there. After all, I got here in the morning, and I stayed till it was 5 o'clock. That's what's in my contract. So now I'm done. So where does the sacrifice come in? What exactly should people be doing?
Okay, what I believe people should be doing is not giving up. Okay, because like I said, that's where it's at sacrifice you are discouraged. Yes, that's where you take aside the finances, the comfort zone, and then before you get to the payoff, because you also have to get to the payoff. Nothing pays off without you coming through sacrifice, getting off the sacrifice point. So you just have to keep going, because that's what will bet the payoff session.
So it also feels like 2022 is a completely different year. Obviously, it's a new year, but it's going to be very different in terms of what work actually means. So there are some who think of hard work as physical. There's some that are working online, but they still say they're working very hard. What do you believe hard work is going to look like throughout the year?
For Nigerians, there's one thing I know about Nigerians. They are very resilient. They are go-getters, whether it is online, offline. Now, as we all know, the world is digital now. The world is moving to a digital zone. So whether it's online, it's offline, as long as you put in the work. Because putting in the work is the most important thing. So when you put in the work, even these online vendors that we talk about, they make money. If you want to post on YouTube now, YouTube pays you. So if you say, okay, you are an online person, that's where your business is, and you sit back, you're not doing anything, nothing comes out of it. So whether it's online or offline, it will surely pay off as long as you keep going. That's it for me.
Let's talk a little bit maybe to the CEOs and maybe the directors of companies now, who have always defined hard work as making sure people are on seats at a particular time of the day, that they can always see each member of their staff.
Working.
Do you really think that is what would define hard work this year?
In different sectors in the country, most people are quite comfortable with eye service.
Okay.
And then most people are judged based on that. I mean, their level of work. So if that particular corporate organization or any different firm entirely, your level of hard work will be measured as that, then I think that's what works for them.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And there are some organizations, either public or corporate or private, eye service doesn't work. They need results. They judge you by what you do, whether they see it or not. That's why they have all these performance experts who measure or judge what each worker of the organization do. So I think that's it.
Let's talk about pressure. You've probably had conversations with people of recent, or maybe in the past, where work pressure seems to be getting them down. Now, we're all entering into a brand new year now, and it does seem like the pressure is on. There's more competition. There are more graduates coming out every single year. What do we do to, overcome this pressure?
Talking about our society now, everybody seems to be making things happen in a big way, and those who are not getting it right are not doing enough. They feel they are not doing enough. Yes, pressure in one way or the other adds to both positively and negatively. If talking from my own point of view, I feel pressure would you want to do more.
Okay.
Yes, for me. Because if I'm under a lot of pressure to want to become more, that's what drives hard work for most people. So if I say I'm under a lot of pressure to want to become this, okay, let me tell you an instance. I went to a car shop some 2 days ago with a very close person, and I sat in a particular car, a 7-figure car,
okay,
and in my head I'm like, I want this car.
Okay.
I want this car. I have to do more. And then the person told me, then you need to work more. You need to work hard, because if you want this car, then you need to work more. That's an element of pressure for me.
Okay. Okay.
That particular luxurious car is an element
of a good form of pressure.
Yes, it is.
Good pressure.
Okay, so that was why I said positively or negatively.
Okay.
Yes.
But then how do we measure it? The level of investment, has to be measurable, has to be also sustainable. But how do we begin to measure the amount of investment in a particular space where we find ourselves?
Okay. When I was talking about the elements of hard work, I made mention of the plan.
Okay.
That is the point where you map out the course of action. It is at this point also that you measure your progress.
Okay.
So by mapping out the course of action, you can also measure how you go, how you move, so you can track your progress report. Okay. So talking about that, I feel that measuring hard work is very important, so you don't fall off track.
Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
You know what? I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to talk to us this morning.
Thank you
and hopefully
very much.
we've given some people some things to jot down. We have to really be intentional about how we go into this brand new year and understand that hard work is going to be necessary, and some pressure is necessary to push us to the next level.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
And you're welcome to our final segment here for a Monday, the SME segment. Now, this week we have Vera Reinhard, Queen of Ville de Vie. She started in June 2020 with the retail of perfumes before she diversified into making and selling of scented organic black soap, and also processing of shea butter, locally known as Ori in Yoruba or Okume in Igbo. She's here to tell us more about her endeavors and enterprise. You are welcome.
Thank you
First
so
off,
much.
I'm not going to tell them the discussion that preceded us here, because there's some very interesting facts about you that I wish I could tell everybody out there, but I can't. But you're welcome, and thank you for bringing along your smile, because we need it for 2022.
Thank you.
It's sun shining here all of a sudden.
Thank you.
Let's talk about you. First off, you started 2 years ago, and the business of scents.
Yes.
How big is that business in Nigeria, first off? Let's start there.
It is big. It is big, because people use fragrances a lot. People use fragrances a lot, and it's a gold mine.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
I won't lie to anybody.
I know.
There's a lot of money in it.
I know how much I spend on scents because I believe that it's also your first line of presentation. You want to smell good before you even engage in conversation. It has this calming effect. So I can imagine that people expend so much.
Yeah.
But as someone who's endeavored in the business, what kind of capital did it involve you getting started?
Amazing. I started with 10,000 naira.
Just?
I started with just 10,000 naira minus dispatch. So let's say 11,500.
Okay.
And I wish I brought my invoices.
Oh, really?
Yes. I know I have, from 10,000 naira, I have grown, I have spent over $1 million on,
rolling back monies and everything. Well, that's beautiful. That's
Yes.
interesting. All from since 10,000 up until $1 million.
Yes.
And then this birthed, of course, your new endeavor, which is Ori, or is it shea butter? Now, you're smiling already because you're preempting me. What are these, what do you call them, legends we hear about the efficacy of shea butter? How effective is it?
It is very effective because it's a gold mine waiting to be explored in Nigeria.
Okay.
It is for everybody. It moisturizes your hair, it conditions your hair, it moisturizes your skin, it tones you. You're not allergic. Nobody is allergic to shea butter.
Okay.
People just say they don't like the smell. And so when I ventured into it, I said I needed to get shea butter that is original.
Okay.
That doesn't have that. It has its own fragrance, but it's not as harsh as the adulterated ones.
I do understand because I'll surprise you. That's what I use, actually.
And you see how you're shining.
I've got a little bar of it on my table upstairs every single morning, and that's what I use. Nothing else. Apart from that, I use nothing else. I also had endeavored in my younger years in the export of shea butter outside of Nigeria. And I know the tedium that it involves. I'd like to know how those challenges have affected your business as well. I used to get it from Kwara State and transport all the way to Benin Republic.
Wow.
It was a lot of work and a lot of disappointments. But how have you managed all of this?
Okay, I get mine from Mina. That's Niger State. And Mina and Niger are the largest producing. For me, let me say something before I go into this. When I first took my shea butter to a supermarket, the woman said to me, she said, "You won't sell this here." And I said, okay. And I carried my market and I went away. And the next day, I'm not exaggerating, the next day I got an order from Louisiana, USA.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And my first sales of shea butter was from Louisiana, Guinea, Conakry, and Atlanta, Georgia.
So you started outside Nigeria?
Exactly.
Oh, that's very interesting. So there's a bigger demand outside of Nigeria?
Yes, there is a bigger demand.
Do you sell it processed or just in its raw form?
Processed.
Processed. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I should know. Build a V. Now, you were about to tell us about the challenges, however.
Yeah. Getting the courier services, because sometimes they don't order for large quantities. So the cost of the delivery would be higher than the cost of the product.
Yeah.
So what I did, or what I do for now, is I see someone going and I say, please help me with this.
Okay.
And they move it.
Okay.
So the last time I bundled everything to one person, or with one person, and they took it and did the delivery from there.
Okay.
So as we grow, we'll
we'll manage all the logistics after.
Yeah, sure.
I can imagine.
Sure.
Now, so you start from the what's called raw material.
Okay.
You go through all the processing onto packaging.
Yes, sir.
How easy is that endeavor?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's like you're dividing yourself. You have to purchase raw material, you have to process this material, you have to brand it, and then you have to sell it. Do you have a team of people who do this, or do you do it by yourself?
I have people who do it for me at Mina.
Okay.
So they send it.
The process.
Processed.
Oh, fantastic. Okay,
Yes.
that's very interesting.
Yes.
So if I was to start, like I said, I endeavored from before, what advice would you give to me? I got disheartened somewhere along the line and I just let it go. But what would you tell anybody out there who's looking forward to perhaps endeavoring in this kind of business, from start to finish, like you?
Go for it.
How much do they spend? Give us the strategy, if possible.
Okay. How much do you spend? I started with a dozen.
1 dozen?
Yes.
Okay.
I said with a dozen. Minus the logistics.
Okay.
And now...
She laughs. I can imagine that it's a whole lot now. And the demand is also
yes, the demand
pretty
is,
much.
Yes. And there's still a lot of people, funny enough, and females. It's amazing that you even use it as a
my
male.
skin.
Yeah. There are still females that don't understand or don't know the importance or the significance of shea butter. Yeah, there's still, so I still have to break into that market of people that are on the other side.
So who do you find your market is? The biggest proportion of your market would be what kind of people? Is it local people or people outside of Nigeria? Is it male or is it female? What age?
People outside of Nigeria.
Mostly?
Yeah, mostly. I must be sincere. People outside of Nigeria. What age? 30 to 40.
Okay.
Yeah. Couples, married people.
Okay.
They are whites, but it's like they have an experience of shea butter.
So why is it more popular outside the country? Why aren't we embracing it? Because I know it's a cultural thing. In Yoruba land, you can't live without ori. Ori solves everything. It's like a panacea of sorts when it comes to anything that has to do with your skin.
You know what? We don't value what we have.
Because we think it's local.
That is the word. We don't value what we have. They value it. And from research, Nigeria exports 500,000 metric tons of ori every year, which is not even enough. It's not enough for the demand over there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have that in mind.
So if I was to simply say, okay, all I want to do is export as raw material, would I still make a living? Can I still make a living from doing just that? Transporting or exporting raw shea butter?
Sure you can.
Okay.
Sure you can. Well, we need to be realistic with the current situation in our country. Doing that alone, for a starter, may not be easy.
Okay.
Except you have all the finances, you have the funds, you have the contacts, and you know that everything. But business is about risks.
Yeah.
So even if you have all the funds, you are sure that you're going to do somehow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not a fan of one man, one business. No. I
believe in partnering. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your biggest disappointment since you started? It's only been, what, 2 years, but I'm sure that somewhere in there...
Not even up to 2 years.
But you are standing alone with it, and that's very impressive. What's the biggest challenge or disappointment that you have faced in this business? There's been none?
No.
My golly, we need to invest in this business then.
Because I have capable hands.
Okay.
Once I request, it comes. I've not had any major. The only challenge I had, which I didn't see as a challenge, was someone telling me I won't sell.
Okay.
I'm like, why won't I sell?
When you say capable hands, that means you have a network of people who are in this business as well, who you can demand from. They provide. You can ask to do the packaging. They do so. How can I break into this network of people then? Is it like, are they on WhatsApp? That kind of thing. How did you meet these people?
Oh, I got them through someone else.
Aha.
Another of my suppliers, the black soap.
That's a network.
Yes, that's a network. Another of my suppliers, the person that does the
black soap.
Yes.
So this black soap now, what is it made out of? It's just so dark.
You won't believe that the base of black soap is shea butter.
Really? Why is it dark? What makes it black?
What makes it black? The natural components.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So that one, it took a little bit of getting used to.
Okay.
Because every culture has their own variant of black soap. Sometimes it comes out brown. I come from the Niger Delta, and it's often brown.
Okay.
And it's not it's not a bar. It's in paste form.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So it's very big in these local environments. Now, how are you able to sell it to the bourgeois market?
Yeah, the last person I sold to said, I don't know if my kids will like it. I don't know if my kids will...
They don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know, because of the color. How are they going to use it? And I said to her, okay, you could put a spoon in it to scoop.
Okay.
Instead of dipping your sponge in it.
Okay.
You could put a spoon, and then you just introduce it to them gradually.
It's packaging.
Yes, it's packaging, and it's scented.
Okay.
So you'd love the smell.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd love the fragrance.
So tell you what we're going to do, yeah?
Okay.
I've squeezed out so much from you. I don't know. Have you had breakfast yet?
No, I haven't.
We have a very fantastic chef today, and she's made something very, very nice. I don't know if you'd like to taste it.
I'm a foodie.
Oh, fantastic. She's not just a producer of Black Soap and Shea Butter, she's also a foodie. So I'm going to bring you to the kitchen now with Marian so you can taste this. Let me help you with this mic here.
Oops.
Oh, you're going to have to hold that. Hold that. Thank you very much. Come on over.
Thank you.
After you.
Thank you.
This would be you. Do sit.
Welcome.
See how I chauffeured her on. Let me hold that for you.
Thank you. Ooh.
I got you. I got you. Mary, you wouldn't believe our conversation from before. She is a fantastic person. You can't imagine, but yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay, this is breakfast. Breakfast is served. It depends on the kind of breakfast you're eating.
This is Chef Eniola.
Chef Eniola today.
Nice
She made breakfast. Tell us about breakfast. So you're digging into it.
So I made cheesy mackerel fish bread toast with hot chocolate and coconut shavings.
You can use your hand if you want to. This program
Yes,
is
so
very
use your
good.
hand. It's like
Yeah, one comes with an extra flavor of curry and thyme, while the other one is plain. So you have 2 different flavors on the plate.
What do you call it? Quarantine?
Curry and thyme.
Okay, curry and thyme.
Yeah, well, that's a good name. Quarantine sandwich.
Oh, la, la.
true. Quarantine. Quarantine.
There you go. I speak that language too.
I'm not going to leave.
No, it's all yours. If you want to take the entire platter, you can.
This is amazing.
That's
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
you have an extra crunch, coconut shavings.
Yeah,
Coconut
shavings. You can
shavings.
taste that
And
on
guess
its own.
what? It's also in your chocolate. Your cup of chocolate has coconut shavings in it.
Go ahead, feel free.
I'm sure you'd love it.
I love it. I already love it. No sugar, right?
No sugar.
No sugar.
Amazing.
Just
chocolate.
chocolate and cream.
Amazing.
Yeah. You like it?
I love it.
Oh gosh.
I don't like
Fantastic.
sugar.
So that's the verdict.
Amazing, amazing. Another sip.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being
Thank you
on the
very
show.
much.
And of course, thanks to the lovely couple on the couch looking like, what's going on there? You guys shouldn't finish the breakfast.
Mike, listen when you're doing your face
No,
like
Mike,
this.
Mike.
I don't get it, man. Why are you angry? Give us a word of wisdom for the year 2022. We made it, man.
What did?
2022. What have you achieved so far this year?
It just started, Mike.
2022. If you have not start planning for 2023, because by this time your goals should have gone 90%, just like the rest of us.
No, I get what he's doing.
That is why Mike doesn't like motivation.
I get exactly. He's taking a mickey at motivational speakers, but we love all of you.
Thank you
Welcome
so much.
to 2022. It's a grand start to the year with Chef Eniola here, Mary, Mike, and of course Titi and Bill V. Welcome and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll catch you guys on another episode. That will be tomorrow for Tuesday 1.
Yes,
Thank
bright
you.
and early, 7 a.m. Happy
Goodbye,
New Year.
everybody.
Bye. Happy New